After a long technical break, let me see if I can reconnect with Mr. Reed for the program, the net and spin. I was trying to sort out some things from right in Monrovia while he was trying to do the same from the US. Mr. Reed, good evening now. Are you getting me?
I'm getting you. Just you are not getting me.
No, I'm not hearing you, Mr. Reed. Good evening. Are you getting me?
I'm getting you.
Okay, I'm getting you now. Go ahead. I'm good.
Well, what happened?
Uh, these technical devices at times they can get problem. Yeah.
It was in coma?
Yeah, when they come on. Yeah, man. Getting you now.
Okay.
What's up? How's everything?
Well, everything is good, but not good because one of my innovative uh, future leader of the Republican Party, Charlie Kirk, while speaking to a crowd of probably 3,000 or more at a university in Utah, he was shot dead. Promising young man, 31 years old.
So
That's
sad. I'm a
so
simple.
sad.
I saw you
So
online.
sad.
Too long.
So sad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw you
very,
online.
very sad. Yeah. But that's it. It's so sad.
So sad. Sorry.
Promising young man.
Yeah, that's it. At times, that's the type of world we live in.
Yeah, promising young man. But anyway, but it's so sad. Very, very sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to say good evening to you and good evening to our wonderful people of Liberia, and not forgetting We Nation, my home, and where we are buttressing uh, government efforts in education, especially in Riverside County. I want to say good evening to all of you guys that are listening to us, and stay tuned while we discuss matters of importance regarding Mama Liberia.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
There's a lot of things happening in Liberia. One thing on my mind, today I had the opportunity to have visited a couple of money exchange centers, listen to the cries of a couple of Liberians asking for the US rate from one corner to another because I'm a victim of the situation. I'm a victim of it. I'm not against the rate coming down. I'm not against the rate dropping down. But what I'm against, the rate is dropping down, but it's not affecting prices on the market. Prices are still high. Shkashkar are still being bought for $200 Liberian. Wait, still being bought for $200 Liberian. Other things people used to buy for the same normal price or prices are still right there. There is no effect in change of it, but the rate is dropping. What is funny is the money exchangers are telling us that there is no liberty on the market. That's the funniest thing they say to us. There is no liberty in the market. But the Central Bank of Liberia, the CBO, every day they issues a statement telling us liberty in the country, money in the country, liberty in the country, liberty in the country. And the rate the Central Bank of Liberia is actually putting out there is quite different. Because when you go to change, I changed 5 USD today. I was given pardon me, I was given $780. But the exchange rate, from what Central Bank is saying, from what the GSM company, the GSM providers are exchanging for, it's close to 900 and $875, $880, $885. But the exchangers are giving it to us for 780. A couple of social media users, some of them were posting, some could be lies, some could be true. So people change for 750, 780, 790. I'm a victim of the 780 situation I changed for. And then I thought that the scratch card was around 180, 160, 175, 150. But surprisingly, the guy was even asking for 220 for the card.
Hmm.
I just had to play smart on here and say, my man, I got two bomb, man. I'm gonna extra 20. So it was how he gave me it. The The regular food center is still selling the food for the scramen in Liberia. The lowest is 250. The regular scramen is still buying the food 250. Those are us that will still want to eat the area of class a bit. We still buying the food for 750. If we do not want to eat at home, or probably you have gone to work somewhere, you want to just find something to eat, you're gonna buy the food 750. The price has not dropped. The price of rice, government said, has reduced. Good. I saw it today on to one of the stores for 2,850, 2,900. But the food centers are not dropping the prices that they used to offer, and they're still offering it. So I'm concerned about the rate. The rate is just dropping. Who is behind this drop of the rate? When the government is telling us we have a bunch of liberty in this country. Have you been hearing news of such recently in Liberia that the rate is dropping drastically, but prices are still high? Have you been hearing such news?
Well, looking at what I'm looking at here, which is uh, from Google, one United States dollar is 199 uh, dollars 75 cents. So the rate is not dropping. It's 199, which is almost $200. So if the government is saying that, because this is what Google is getting from the government. So if some people are saying,
So,
uh,
well, I would like you to read from the central bank official social handle. Yeah, let me find it and share with you the central bank of Liberia.
if the Central Bank of Liberia is saying there is money, and Google is confirming that there is Liberian dollar, and the exchange rate right now is $1 is 199.75 Liberian dollar. So it's almost like $1 is $200 Liberian dollars.
As of the nine, as of the nine, which was yesterday, we are still into the 10th. As of the nine, which was yesterday, $1 is 1.89, and the buying rate should be and the buying rate is 1.89. The selling rate should be 1.84. So, if you are going to exchange according to them, they will give you, if you are selling, is they're going to give you $922 if I'm getting it right. Uh, Central Bank is saying another thing why the money exchanges themselves are saying different thing. I don't know where is the inflation's coming from.
Well, the people know because the money exchange they will not say different thing when people who are in that stuff uh they're not saying the truth. Look, Kojo, the problem in a country when you get government that doesn't give information, correct information to the people, uh, and when people give the information, they then do fact checking and to do uh, investigation on the fact. That why it is. There has been rumors even before some of you guys were born when we have the five coins Liberian dollar, the $5 Liberian dollars. I think it was either 5 or 7 corners, and that money it was made from aluminum. So the aluminum, uh, what they used to do, you can melt it, and if you design similar thing like that, somebody can make photocopy. And a lot of people were making photocopy of a dual coin they used to call it. And the good thing about it is that you could not exchange the dual coin to any other thing. So people were either using it to to build houses in Liberia, because in Liberia it could be used. Uh, and there have been a lot of informations from out there that the Liberian currency, the first money was printed in South Korea. With that, even though the printing cost a little bit more, but it was a little bit more secure than the new money that been printed recently, starting from before Madam Salif left office, because they stopped using the same South Korean uh, the country of South Korea that was printing the money. So they started printing the money with different people, whether with the Lebanese or with different people. And of course, the people know that Liberia is still using the U.S. currency. Most of those people, they are banned. They cannot take U.S. money from I mean from America and all those stuff. So the only place where they can get the U.S. currency is from Liberia. So if they make the counterfeit, they will if you give them US dollars, they will give you more Liberian dollars because they want to get the US dollars from the market so that those who are connected with different rebel groups or businesses that are being run by some rebel groups, they will be more than happy to come there to penetrate the market and begin to give more money for US dollars. And we've been talking about this. The government is not really paying attention to do some detective work uh, because when the money comes, they all know what's going on. But that is a problem. The counterfeit is there. So if they decide to say, you know what, let's hold on now to see what there's no liberty money here and what have you, so that they can get the liberty from wherever they've been getting it from. And those are some of the things. The the Liberian money counterfeit, they have been counterfeited. There is no way for you to stop that because we're using cheap printing. America, as great as it is, people still make counterfeit. What's about Liberia? But when you blow whistle, government does not pay attention to that, and that's a problem. Somebody who was in a country, one of the uh, the politician there who has a political party, uh, he got some intelligence from Guinea, what was going on. Some other people who were doing some counterfeiting from Ghana, and some other people that were doing similar thing in Nigeria, but they paid deaf ear. In fact, one time he wanted to come on our show to talk about it, so that the government can be very mindful. But when you do that, they think that, oh, you're trying to criticize this government and what have you. But we have a lot of counterfeit in the country, and those people, they are taking the U.S. currency from Liberia. Uh, and that's what they're doing. And sometimes they say, "Oh, no Liberian money, no Liberian a dollar here," so that those guys they can bring in whatever money they can bring in or dig it up wherever they have it buried, so that it can affect the market.
But this is something that the government of Liberia needs to look into quickly because this is getting out of hands.
Well,
Uh,
if the government of Liberia, they don't follow, believe in the rule of law, all of those things they have to do with the rule of law. But we are government that there for their own interest. People are in government not to protect, not to serve the people, but they are in government because there you will be able to steal enough money. That's the only lucrative business that they can do. So when they get in government, that's all they want. They will be telling, "Oh, we're serving our people," but you're serving your people and they're suffering. You can reduce your salary. Then now, what kind of service you doing there? You're serving your people and you're getting free gasoline, and not just 10 gallons, but a lot of gasoline that you get per month. And the people, they don't even have means of getting cheaper gas for them to run their businesses or I mean, whether that keke or whatsoever. But they will always say, in the interest of the people. But that is not so. They are in their own interest. And everybody, instead of providing the services, they are protecting their jobs. Those people that are in government, they know what is going on is wrong, but they don't want to talk about it because if they talk about it, they're going to lose their lucrative a job, their money, and how they're going to survive. So Liberia, common Liberians, we are the victim every day. You can't just be here and see friends and family members suffering. Their kids are in school or this and that, and you don't do anything about it because it is It is very, very sad. But the situation, anything you say, they think, oh, that politics, or everything that politics. Even if you talk about, children obey your parent again, they say that politics. If you talk about this other one, look, we are a closed society, so we need to maintain that that cultural uh, identity instead of politics. Everything is politics because that's how they understand life to be. That life is politics. But in Liberia, I don't call it politics because politics deals. It's a science and act that deal with leadership and services. You can be leading the people and you can provide the necessary services. Basic uh, food, shelter, they don't have it. Uh, the rural part is not there. The other people say that role will be eating when it came to power. The other role that the people that the previous government were doing, for which they were saying, oh, that role will be eating, that the same place they're connecting. And they say, oh, yeah, we're making role. And uh, they have not started any kind of new signature. For example, the Basel Gill Road, laying down over there. The way administration, they started a portion of that to have gone from the Basel Gill Road to branch out to River Cess and Sano. And since they did it, the trial of the pavement, that was it. The other government who say that road will eat. And some of the lawmakers that we know, refuse to put money in the budget for the RIA road. But they're talking about all of the stuff they've been doing, for which they have not been getting. Uh, the people have not been benefiting. They say they're doing that. You guys who are journalists, check on how Liberia is getting rice. Who are the importers? Okay, are they buying the rice they themselves and they bringing it, or the government of Liberia gave them contract so that they can bring in the rice that had been donated by the Japanese government? So yeah, check on that because like last year alone, the Japanese government, you guys can Google that and see the Japanese government alone. They donated 2,000 plus metric tons of rice, and they said they were doing that so as to have food security in the country. And the only thing that the government of Liberia was to do is to do the shipping and handling. So if somebody will take the contract to be the one to be bringing the rice, uh, they donated rice from from Japan. The handling, the shipping and the handling. Even if the person who's shipping the rice, they make deal with the shipping company, and the shipping company say, okay, I'm going to charge you 50 cents per one bag of rice, and if you are bringing 50 cents times how many 2,000 plus metric tons. Well, I don't know how many bag of rice is one metric ton. So if they are bringing all of these rice and then they're taking 50 cents from each of that, and government is selling it uh, $14 or $15 or $19. If those shippers they take the money that they spend, even if they spend dollar for shipping, dollar for handling, uh, and the money that you're selling the donated rice to the Liberian people, it's still half for them because they are not working. And then the government is saying that they open a special account so that they sell from the rice, it will go in that account so that they will be able to put the proceed into agriculture or into education, into healthcare and infrastructure development. That's what the government say they are using the money from the sale of rice that the Japanese government donated to Liberia. Those things are there. Information people they are not informing the country about how they're getting the rice and what have you. And they don't want for any other person to bring in rice in their country. They try to monopolize it. And those are some of the things that people need to talk about and see how best we can resolve this rice problem issue. So those are some of the things. So uh, they know what they are doing. So they will not bring the price down just like that. And if this government will not just come and say, "Well, okay, Kojo, you brought your rice from Singapore, and whatever you pay for the rice, and whatever you expensive you made to transport the rice and all of that, we don't care, but we want for you to sell the rice at this price." It means that um, the government will never be able to do that, because they are not the one that is having the rice. They are not the one that is doing the expensive, but the rice that they are in control of, they can jump up and say the bag of rice is $12 today, it will hold. A bag of rice is $15 today, it will hold. If the people that are bringing the rice on behalf of the country, they say, no, 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 we made it expensive to bring the rice in, so the $2 is not enough, so add something on top of it. And if they don't want to add something, there will be a tussle here and there. And sometimes the president will have to go there and say, "Look, you guys got to bring it down, because we are getting those rice free, and we only paying for shipping and handling. And the companies or the brokers that are responsible for the shipping and handling, that's what they need. They need that money to continue their business." So those of you guys who are journalists, look into some of these things, whether that is not true. Uh, or whether it is true, because we don't want to be the one that say, "Oh, they got him," when they get on the radio. They can be lying, they can be saying all kinds of things. It would be good for you guys to do follow up.
It made a lot of sense what you're saying. It made a lot of sense for us to do some background investigation to know about some of the deals, because like you said, at times people do and they do some of these things to have a fun image in the public, and then what is happening at the back is they get involved into clandestine deeds at the back, and then at the front, because of the gullibility of our society, and then the pin themselves to be like they are synced doing all that the others fail to do, or others who will come ahead of them, I mean, say after them, won't be able to do. But like you said, we'll do some cross checking. It's good. That's a good idea. We'll cross check with the relevant authority. We'll cross check with the importers of rice. We'll cross check with those behind it. Seeing as the US rate, seeing as the money exchanges, we'll have to cross check to examine where is this problem coming from. The Liberians are buying things still on the same normal on the same normal price level, but the rate is just decreasing. I don't think Liberians will call on the radio tonight and say they are dissatisfied that the rate is dropping. But I think where they are frustrated and disappointed is the rate is dropping, but they are not feeling the trickle down effect of the reduction of the money they go to change, because for one to feel the for one to be satisfied with the rate, they must feel the trickle down effect. For example, if I was to pay, if I'm paying 250 from 72nd to come to my area or to come to Freedom FM, when there is a reduction in the rate, that it should be reflected on the transportation I pay to come to town, saying I am not a vehicle owner. Maybe that 250 should be reduced to 200, or maybe 150 or 175 or 180. That put it at 200. Then I try to fee and I try to get the impact of it. But nobody is getting the impact. People stay buying at the same rate. People stay transporting themselves at the same rate, and so forth. Even in the leeward counties, people getting affected. I'm concerned. If the government fails to take drastic action or intervene into this quickly, hopefully, when we get into next week, tin prices will be high and the rate will drop to 650. You go change five USD. You'll be given 650, 600, 500, 550. But you're not going to be feeling the effect, the positive effect of it. They're going to be snatching away your money. And then 1 month later, or close to a month later, somebody will come out again. The rate will go way back up to 200, 205. And the thing about Mr. B, when the rate coming down, as soon as the rate ready to go up, it get inflated wide. When we stop on 200, we're going to go to 210, 25, 28, 215. And this is embarrassing. Seriously.
Are we on social media, especially YouTube? I don't see us there.
We are on Facebook. We are on. I think we're on YouTube, but we are on Facebook.
I don't see us on YouTube. Okay. Well, the problem in Liberia is that it is a sad situation because everybody focusing on my party, and when my party comes, whatever they're getting, whatever they're doing, as long I'm part of that party, that's fine. And people be shifting blame. Yesterday we were on, I think it was yesterday morning or this morning, we're on a talk show and somebody said, "Oh, the Baka government is a disappointment. They person, he understand agriculture very well, but then Liberia, we don't have food to eat and other stuff, and then they just talk, and it is not just party. And for example, since Jawia became president, have Liberia been qualified for the African Cup of Nation? Has Liberia been qualified for World Cup? Because that is the expertise of President Jawia. So if you are saying Joseph Boakai, because he's an expert in agriculture, so there should be food. And then your candidate, our candidate, who is an expert in soccer, Liberia was not able to go anywhere. In fact, when we're playing outside of the country, nobody really want to watch them. So it is not because the person have this expert, it's the innovation. You can have the expertise, but if you don't have the innovation, there's nothing you can do better that the people will benefit from. So we need to graduate from this party sentiment and look for innovative people, look for somebody who is nationalistic and patriotic, that will do the service, and not somebody that will be protecting its job. Whenever they're doing the wrong thing, they can say the wrong thing that they are doing, or the minister is doing, because they are working there, and they don't want to say anything bad about the government and things like that. When we continue to do this, Liberia will remain in this state. And that's why we want to discuss how all of us can come together for the betterment of Mama Liberia. And that's what matters to me. Again, I'm not committed to any political party, I'm committed to Liberia. So if a political party is doing the right thing, the leader of that political party, or the standard bearer, who is now the president of the republic, I will support that person. But if the person is not doing the right thing, uh, I'm not going to support you because you belong to my party. I came to Liberia a few years back. I had the opportunity to work with the social service department before they split it into gender and children protection and things like that. Uh, I came, and the way things were set up, I know I was not going to make any impact, so I couldn't stay there to do the work. And there were some other areas. Uh, Before I could come over there, the people say, "Oh, if you are this, the brown envelope, you build your house in less than 3 months," and things like that. But it is not about me; it's about the country. I just came back, and I decided doing what I'm doing in the country, and thank God, Madam Salih was very, very happy. Anytime I say, uh, Reese is not any of that looking for a job, and anytime I was in Liberia, I had the opportunity to go over to the house. If I want to talk with her, whatever I want to do, I had the opportunity. But when I come talking with her, what good would it do me? So I was doing what will benefit my people, and I don't just do it because I'm from this area or from the district. Most of my people in We Nation, some of them started complaining, "Why are you building school all the way in Riverside? You're not from there, and you're jumping over your own people." And I said, that area in Riverside is part of Liberia. We are better off here, but the situation there is worst. So we look for areas in Liberia where the situation is worst, and we help, whether it is our own country or not. Once we have those kind of mindset, developing Liberia will be priority to us. If we don't have that mindset, we say the Congo people came, they cut their own elephant meat. It is our time to cut our own elephant meat. And this is what's going on in the country. President Boakai He has always been living a very economic life. By this I mean simple life. He been living it. Uh, but when he had the opportunity, the simple life that he was living, they cut it off. They want to live luxurious life. Why? Because he's president. He said even if it cost him to ride wheelbarrow, now they are riding a vehicle that cost millions of dollars and what have you. For what? It doesn't make sense, especially in a country that is suffering. But they will say all of these things. So our leaders, if we depend on them, we will our country will remain in that state. They don't want to prioritize and invest in the private sectors. If they want to put money, they rather take the money from the private sectors and put the money in government, just for them to get incentives to be able to have additional money for 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 whatever uh, thing they want to do, getting free gas, getting free a scratch card, getting all of these stuff. And nobody will do that. Even if you work for any of them on their farm, as a worker over there, they're not going to give you free things. If you're happy for them to give you walkie talkie, that walkie talkie will people using it, will leave you at a job, and then when you get by, you pick it up. But they are taking everything that's supposed to come to us. They're taking it, and they say, "Oh, we're doing it in the interest of the people." It is very, very sad. And CDC government, what they did, yeah, of course, President Weah, he did some good things because of who he is. But the people that he brought around him, most of them, they didn't have the country at heart the way he does. All they were doing is to gain from President Weah's popularity. Today, they're still following him. And wherever they go, they don't say anything good about the president. They don't post anything good about the president when it comes to business, when it comes to negotiation that he's making. But all they can show over there how the president is socializing, the president is playing soccer in Ghana, in the street, and then they put all those things on social media. Then from there, when the president was to be in France or in Italy, how he washing bird, the pigeons and all those stuff. Those are the things they put up there. That they're not branding the president, and that's why the president going in those countries for. But the people that around him, that's how they see him. That's how they portray him, and they are causing him more harm than good, especially for the 2029 election. So it is a serious, serious problem in the country. The main opposition party that we have, they are not structured in a way. The leadership, because the president is not there, the leadership is not doing anything. Some people say, "Oh well, the leadership doing something because we have the $1 rally going on." The president said this, so people are putting the dollar together. That is not anything. You can raise all the money you want to raise when it comes to election and people start saying what the fact is. People who paid the money to CDC, some of them, they may not want to vote for that candidate. They will want to vote for only President Weah. And if vote for only President Weah and you don't have people in a house to protect his ideas, then the president not going to get whatever he wants to get accomplished in the country, and that's how the politics goes. But they don't understand that, um, and we are here to make sense to our people, so that we will not be uh, party to have that party sentiment. Before we travel sentiment, but now it's party sentiment. So today, if I in Unity Party, I shouldn't say anything negative about Unity Party. Then it means that I am not patriotic. And I will always say, President Boakai, he is not innovative. He cannot find solution to problems, and he is not developmentally minded. Those were all of the major things that I observed with President um, Boakai. I just picked those three. And since I said those things, he had not made me to feel, oh, that I'm wrong. He's just doing the same old thing the President Weah was doing. That he was criticizing, oh, that road we eat. Why they say that they're getting glory onto the, oh, we carry the road to the other place from Lofa to the place you can come to Maria, or just like that. And Mo Ali, the rest of the other people, they were saying, oh, that road that we eat, that road that we eat. So they know that what President Weah was doing was the right thing, but still, they criticize it. Today, that's the same thing that they completing. So that's how our people they set up their things. It is a sad situation. We need to have innovative uh, uh, people in government. How many times have you heard the main opposition party speaking against the way the economy is going? No, they're not doing that. Why? Because the chairman of CDC, he can speak against his uncle or his cousin or his countryman. Uh, uh, Thomas Fala, of course, he no longer in a party, but when he was there, he cannot speak against the odds in the unity led party led government, because the uncle is the president or the cousin is the president or the president from their country. You come to um, the Senate, I mean the representative from the one that took Penu's position. They cannot speak against what is going on because the president from Lofa and they're from Lofa, so they cannot really stand against what the government is doing that are not correct. Uh, Not forgetting the former city mayor, Koji. They can't say anything regarding how the country is going, the government is going. And even if the government is going the wrong way, they are not doing anything that we say, oh yeah, these people, since they left from power, these are things they are engaging. Look at the drug issue for which their government raised money for. They are doing their own NGO, their own humanitarian organization, fighting drugs. They are not doing anything. The only thing they're doing is criticizing. Oh, Joseph Baga not doing that. He bringing a solar plate. He doing this. He doing that. Find solution to the problem. When you find solution to the problem, the Liberian people will say, yes, this is it. But since CDC left power, everything that they're doing is just to criticize. But they are not coming in to buttress what government is doing or even to do better, because you are coming back for the same Liberian people. So you need to get involved with the same Liberian people. Look at what the Cloud We Are Foundation doing. A lot of vulnerable young children, they're impacting life in them and all of those stuff, which is one of the greatest things in our country. But we want to just criticize. The political leader is not here. Then the party leadership, they're not doing anything. The only thing they're talking about fundraiser. They need to build the institution that will cater to the needs of the people. Right now, this government taking uh, money from Liberian business people and putting the money in government, uh, but government cannot find the solution. And when they put the money in government covers, they're using that same money for their own selfish gain, for their own stuff, which is not good for the country. If you want for the economy to grow, you invest in the private sectors. Liberians that are involved in the private sectors, you invest in them, encourage them. Even if they call for you to loan them money, that can be done. So that is a situation. So the price that you guys are talking about is not going to go down anytime soon, because we don't have the solution. We think the solution is in the hand of the government, but they can't find solution to the problem because they are the one that causing the problems. All the concessions, all the companies that we have in the country, they're the ones sign those concession agreements. So if you sign the concession agreement and the people giving you brown envelope, you're not going to take action against them, but you rather take action against your own fellow Liberians that are doing business with some of those people. Then you want to charge them 20% or whatever percent, and you're charging those people a less percentage to pay. Okay, you do social responsibility, you do this, and they're taking billions of dollars in the country, and they're taking it to a different country. So your people will continue to be gasping for survival and things like that. So that's what I have to say when it comes to the price in the country, the exchange rate, the price of rice, they drop it, they dropping the price of flour. Why will you do that? Dropping the price is not a solution. Look, in Grand Bassa County, I think we were the only flour producing county. Of course, it was an investment owned by private sector. A Lebanese, I don't know whether he was a Lebanese, but or I think it was a Lebanese. They have that flour mill. Back in 2014, 2016, we were trying to convince the uh, the alien administration for us to rebuild, uh, bring back the flour mill. But then the alien administration, alien Burger administration at the time, they were giving contracts to, or they said a Nigerian guy wanted to bring flour in the country. There's some Nigerian guy they want to bring cement in the country, and all those. So they were not paying attention to the Liberian people that own that property. And when it comes to the flour, invest in the flour. When your Liberian person is producing the flour, he growing the economy, the price of flour will be lesser because you're making it right in the country. But where people are importing the flour or bringing the flour in the country, the price will go up. So if you say you're bringing it down, and the people don't want to bring it down, what are you going to do? That is not a solution. Flour mill is still good. All you need to do, talk to Eldin, Abraham Eldin. He's that they don't want own the company. He's right in Monrovia there. Look, we see this is a good thing. The government wants to invest in this, uh, give you the power for you to do so and so, and this will be a responsibility to government. They don't want to do that, but they want to reduce it. We're dropping it down from whatever, maybe we're subtracting 50 cents from there. So that if it was 750, you only pay $7, or if it was 350, you only pay $3. That is not going to solve the problem. The company is there. All you need to do, the structures there, uh, help with getting the equipment back there so that the business can start. People will say, "Oh, made in Liberia on your flower bag." That is a pride to the country. But we want to drop it down by 50 cents or $100 and others. So that is not a solution. We need solution to the problems. You see, it's not just for you to put some kind of a medicine on the soul, and the root cause of the soul, you don't treat it. It will not solve the problem. Maybe we just made the top of the soul to be dry, but underneath the soul is still there. That's why we need to find solution. When it comes to the flower reduction, government should empower Abraham Eldin. Abraham Eldin, he's a lawyer. He's in Monrovia there. They own the company. In fact, his brother is here in Pennsylvania. They own the company. They're looking for partners to reopen the the uh, the company. That will be able to help Liberia. It will create jobs in Grand Bassa County, and it will create a lot of relief to the entire country. People will be making their color or whatever thing that they can do with the flour. It will be healthy. If you want to bake your shrimp, you do it good, put flour around it, and you fry it. You will enjoy that. Um, Anything you want to do with the flour, you can enjoy it. But government can resolve the problem by joining with the Eldin family, or giving them the necessary loan so that they can do the business, and whatever taxes they need to pay to you, they will pay that to you. That's how we'll be able to grow our economy. That's how we're going to empower our citizens. So that's what I have to say when you come to all this stuff. You will not feel the impact because that is not a solution. dropping the price of rice to $14. That is not a solution. Today, if the Japanese government stop giving us rice, you will not sell your rice to tell government to drop it to $14. I mean, to tell people that are selling it $14. If I bought 2,000 bag of rice at the rate of $14, and I'd have to transport it to Riverside, the transportation and all of those stuff, they maybe in Riverside the renting might be less, but if I do rent a store in Buchanan or rent a store in Monrovia, the price will go up. So I cannot be doing business and after taking the expensive, then I have nothing left. That is not business. Here they call that recreation. That's a recreation you're doing because you do business to gain. You don't do business to lose. So that's what happening to us, Thomas.
Yeah, certainly you have said it all. In exactly, it is exactly what we are faced with in Liberia as a nation. It is what the citizens are going through. But the government of Liberia needs to put their feet down on the ground running to ensure they meet the needs and wants of the citizens of the country, because they are not in power to empower themselves. They are in power for the sake of the citizens. Remember, it's the citizens and it is the citizens who stood under the rain, under the sun, to create jobs for them, to stand there to work in their interests. And you as a representative, or you as a minister or a director at an institution, you can be taking home over 10, 15,000 on a monthly basis with other incentive than those who stood in rain and the sun to ensure that your political leader get elected are dying from starvation or are living into starvation. I read the World Index on today where the Liberia was ranked as the second country with the hungriest people. Can you imagine? Second country with the hungriest people. People that are hungry, people that go to bed without food. Liberia is right on that index list. I was reading through it today. I felt so devastated. I felt so bad. It was so pathetic, painful that we live in a country with all of the natural resources, but citizens can't afford three squared meals. Citizens can't afford three squared meals. Citizens can't afford to eat. Eating two times now has become an achievement for the family. Some people only eat in the afternoon or in the evening at their homes. This is where we are now. I listened to the finance minister a couple of days ago saying that people do not hold water in Monrovia anymore. It has been a long time since he last saw somebody pushing they push to carry water or brush here or on one of the streets across Monrovia. But I was writing down when I seen there seeing people pushing, seeing people carrying containers filled with water. So what is happening to our country? Is it our government officials are deceiving themselves instead with them saying that indeed they are deceiving the Liberian people, because the people themselves are aware. They have eyes, they are watching, they have ears, they are listening, they have nose, they are smelling what is happening. A good thing their eyes are open and they are watching what is happening. But folks, this is it. We have 20 minutes to go. Don't go to the line. Mr. V, I don't know what do you want to say, but I'm about to go to the
Oh,
line.
yeah, you can go to the line. I've said a lot.
I go to the line, interact with you. Call us on 0776 104 104, 086 500 104. Call us that year from you. Be live on the program, the Night and Spin on Freedom 87.9 with me, Thomas Wallach and Mr. Reese.
Hello.
Good morning. Your name and where have you joined us from?
Good morning. My name is Carson. Call from Peace Island.
Wel- Welcome.
You see, for the rate this was discussion again. We will continue to face this problem with the government. Everybody to put the foot down to talk to the basic people. Let's say, for example, for commerce because who control the business and industry in the country is silent. On the raise like this, since our 1,000 people buying the $5, they will not sell the $5 again. They sell double A, 1,002, and when they sell 1,000, they're making double profit.
Yeah, sure.
They will buy the US. One of the things, one of the places government sort of focus on is the post storage. I'm a money exchange. I change money. I started changing local money exchange since 2017. Was experiencing this issue today. The central bank is saying changing 184. Hello?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. 184.
Mm-hmm.
And it's now affecting us all. We go in the market, we get our liberty. When the people ready to control the cost when ready, we drop it. And when they know that the US is too much in the market, we drop the US. It's not that because the liberty is too much, the US is too much. So we're going to freeze it by the cost rate.
Okay, thank you.
You see?
Good morning, dear Nima. Where have you joined us from? Good morning. Call us on 0776 104 104 0776 104 104 086 500 104. When you call, you be live on the program. The Night and Spin. We have 18 minutes to go. If you just join us, this is the Night and Spin on Freedom 87.9. Today is the 11th day of the month of September. If you have a birthday on today, we'd love to say happy birthday to you. Look at this person right here. Good morning. Your name, where you join us from?
Yeah, dear.
Welcome.
I'm very appreciate your money. I don't understand.
Okay.
Your money is very as running into and there's the only political football now. So we should have a leader, we should have a family that all of those problems should be solved. Where it's surprising a red track way. You found out that my one for 2 hours, they can find out a red drive 170. So it's a very cozy environment. And the guidance that we talk about those guys around the president kind of a picture of the pool, recognize it. They are not giving you government very tough. This morning come out there, pretend that it is a critiquing government. But they don't even talk of people, but never go to touch you or her, some protest around all those stuff.
Okay. You're welcome. Let me get this person right here. This person behind me has been my papa for some time. Good morning. Your name, where you join us from? Good morning. Your name, where you join us from? Oh, Masisi, go ahead.
Yeah, Masisi, the doctor.
My people out there, Bakari.
Mm-hmm.
Kojo.
Mm-hmm.
And listen to my brother Bakari say at this sentiment. And persevere. People say about anything in the days of football, right? Yeah, so what we'll say there is that what I want to say is that on the platform. Now what sometimes they say do unto all as they do unto you. They're coming at power today. Yes, we will be here, we are. See, I can say, but we are the football of this, the football of we can't go for World Cup. We cannot play for in World Cup or African Cup foundation. When we stand there, things will change, the narrative will change. Waka will bring the cup, will bring the Waka. Okay? We are left the state. Waka get in. You then get for the 2 year experience in agriculture. So when the post say you get to for 2 year agricultural experience now, we need to get rest in this country. But what saying, no, see your stuff, what you're doing. They say no. They were not good. What was saying, were not good. What was saying was good. Every lie, the social media, today they are in power. So when people come back to say, oh, the thing they say, but we are today, they can't prove it. They cannot prove it. They can't do it. What was saying, no, see, they see your stuff. We are picking food. We are picking the one. Your stuff, we get proof. We get even to the Jamaican reason, he carry the same food here. Like they put you in now. But they pushing their mouth. We say they sort of. So they got power. They can't fight. That enter the country. And they can't fight it. What's up, bro? Say your stop what you're doing. From the head to the toe, they're breaking the drum. You fire it, man. They took for the drum. We're not getting anywhere. So they say, well, we have to be a past time for the 6th year. They will go after them.
Okay.
We'll go after them with it. Because you said, but we are in one apple. You ride the other one car. You wait for the time I don't shoot today. We're going to ride about today. What you ride today? You bought new car. What the other car they put left there is still brand new. He came to brand new yesterday. But he fucking ride bulletproof car. 4 minutes, I'm walking. What of the level, of the city? Yeah, man, who wants the worker? You ride bulletproof car. Now you can see a new racing on his chair, JMP. When you stop for one, yeah, because today now, you get me now. You get me on his chair. You keep going, need that JMP. You understand? So what come yesterday, what come today? Let them bring the work up. What if I want to bring the work up? Let them bring the work here. Let them pull the work in. They put too much. No, they really think that is half for us in the market. When you go by, you actually when I have to begin 1,000. So they say actually when to begin 1,000. But when they really put them by regular, national value level is something that has persistent. We say national and so you know they rested the same price instead of 42 by the 15 60 or something that persistent. Get the rate. Now you you get 870, 880 for teaching rate. Check and put in your school yourself. And no more buying the rest now. They say red gas, they bring red, all the price they bring now. Buy what you get $40, $50, $60. You go buy $40, you can say $40 in the no? You sell it to get profit. They shout if a worker power on the man. If for a man, they go pay for that place to put that in the middle and say, very sweet price.
Okay, my sister, thank you.
Rescue puppet and Brian passing around.
Okay. Oh, my sister, thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Nima, where you joining from?
So I'm going to order from Shoe Factory Community of District 12.
Welcome.
My very first time joining on your show.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank Mount Shishi Kalam. Yeah. Bro, you know, you say on your children, they will just go down. I think we revisited like our constitution.
Why?
I think maybe that how the other African country they managed to able to get development in their country. But it's not really sure. Because George, we are coming to we are become president in the country. Yeah. Because what we expect from people will not really seeing it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We should factor committed to
Boss, thank you. I love the part the guy say he can revisit the Constitution. Tell us on 077-6104-104. 077-6104-104. That get this person right there. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Enemy, where you join us from?
This is the quarter.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is my very first time on this show. I'm always monitoring you guys.
Okay, welcome.
Yeah, let me speak to my chief person. You know you. Solomon, my pastor brother from We Nation.
Yes.
God bless you. When you talk about the discussion, nothing more to say, but we just pray that we get better than brothers.
Okay. Thank you. Get this person over here. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. Enemy, where you join us from?
Yeah, this is Prince Watson calling from Fiema, Wisconsin.
Welcome, Prince.
Yeah, Fiema is oldest ambassador, no, how they call it, no dangers around this morning.
Welcome.
So I want to to call morning.
Go ahead.
My name is King Solomon, aka King Solomon.
Welcome.
Prince Watson, aka King Solomon.
Go ahead.
Okay. I just want to commend the government for the good work that they are carrying on.
Okay.
And then I'm joining the government with a protest. Asking Joseph Butler that just in this nation have to pay tax to government and they have to be lesson. So this is one of my things. And the coming King Solomon.
Okay, King Solomon. You said if I will things running, right?
I said if I will things running.
Okay, boss.
Joseph,
all the churches should be here to pay taxes and things.
The community say nothing like that. The community say nothing like that.
Okay,
Okay, let me take another person without having a monotone on the issues here. Your name, where you join us from? Good morning. Good morning. Get this person already. Hello. Your name, where you join us from? Welcome. Mama, everything good. Welcome. Go ahead, my man. All us are on the line. Hello.
Yeah,
I'm doing good. Your name, where you join us from?
that is we are calling for
Welcome.
Yeah, you know, some the other one that I want to say. The way the country going on those in our favor, on the other side, I'm enjoying it for them.
Okay.
Why? Remember,
Why? How?
Yeah, in the sense that during the election time, when we were struggling with people, busy, once we give it, well, we are my area, the other woman she have a salon. Children, I'm sending to school. You are born for 20 years, 30 years, my kind of picture, school fee, they spend the money, and they say, you know what to do. So, of doing you think on the other side for me, I call it my own hustle, but I think it's a little always for them and for us. But we are feeling away.
Okay, boss. Thank you. Hello. Cornerstone 077610410 will soon be going home. We run out of time. Your name, where you join from?
How are you, Brown, you and also Solomon Patami in the diaspora?
I'm doing good.
Good.
This is Benjamin calling on the station.
Welcome, Ben.
Yeah, I want to keep my people, my brother. You see, for why people discussing, let me speak of time with him after. Now, I'm asking what you want to when God did it in the US, I want to be to the comment when you laugh to a woman too much to get up and get shit. Now, before you hello.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we're hearing you.
Before you do this thing, before you do the input, whatever you have it. Now, we're talking, you're not putting public in power. If you're putting public in power, don't people that run by they won't be public. They have to record and say anything. Now, here's the situation. It's not easy. The government now ever form right now, but in a difficult time, you have to see something about now. They want to force it by upward what is now kept up with it. So they will do everything to get you yellow machine. I think you are monitoring things together. It was not too much, but very important happening. I said, what too much? I was excited. That's what I'm talking about.
Up good. Say that again?
Please, yeah, now we are getting down.
All right. Thank you. Because I really listen to the call. I'd like to wrap up. We're out of time.
That's very good. The point I was making, because other people, they look at one side. And Mama Liberia is, we got to look at both sides. That's what I said when somebody is saying, well, Buakai, that agriculture man, and you're not able to bring rice in the country, and what have you. And I said, somebody can also say, President Weah, that was soccer man. So Liberia was not able to win any significant to go to either African Cup of Nations final or to go to World Cup or to go to Olympics and other stuff. It's not because the person can play the sport. Mean when he empowered, then sport will be it. It has to take innovation to see. I think if I invest in this soccer or in this something, then we'll be able to have a better team. Innovation is not because you have the experience in the stuff. There are a lot of people that have land, family land, and laying down over there. The innovation is not there. So then we say, oh, because government can give us credit, so that's why the land is here. But they could plant something on that land and start supplying people with food. Somebody will say, okay, the road. Well, if you have something good, some people will try by all means to get there. But we have a lot of excuses. I listen to all the callers. Some of them say, "Oh, the government is good, is doing good. It just 2 years, so you're getting the main chance." And I look at this that people who are saying that they're going with party sentiment, uh, because if you are suffering from cancer, you will not say, "Well, I just got the cancer newly, so let the cancer keep eating me up until maybe after 2 years or after 3 years. The cancer is still young." If you do that, you're gonna die because the cancer is gonna kill you. So that's why when you see the growth coming, once it is diagnosed, you make sure to apply the necessary treatment so that that cancer will not take over your body completely and cause death. Boakai came into power not because Boakai was capable of leadership. All areas that Boakai was assigned, uh, he could not maintain those areas to completion or to fruition. He started with LPNC. LPNC went to a certain extent, it died down. There was no more LPNC until the Doe government came in. He was still in the putting somewhere in agriculture. Nothing good he was doing there. So he came. But because Lofa Kante, they are people with cultural sentiment. And because of that, once one of that person in a higher position or vying for a higher position, they will rally around that person. That's how people been using Lofa County to get popularity. President Doe used Harry Monima uh, for that popularity gain, and many other people. Uh, when Ellen came in, used Buakai for the same popularity. And of course, now they link with Nima to bring in somebody because those are the two major counties that have tribal sentiment. Their culture is number one in their lives. Grand Bassa County, we not let that. We are very open-minded. You have your own individual thinking. So if Solomon is getting there, they say what Solomon has been doing. Who do you think he is? So most of my people be divided. They will prefer other people, and that's how we in Basso County we are. We are not people with that party. I mean, tribal sentiment. And those are some of the things. So my discussion with our Liberian people here tonight is that we need to be people that have sentiment for Liberia, because Liberia is the only political party that we have, the only place we can live, the only place we will die. Well, we can die in other country, but this is the only country that you have. Even if you are in other country, they're going to deport you. They're going to deport you to Liberia. So we need to come together to see how best we can share our different political values and see how best we can build one another. If it is a true CDC, how can we build CDC to be the grassroots political party that it's supposed to be? If it is a unity party, how can we build unity party to be a party that will be about unity? But nothing like that. It's just party sentiment. The other person will curse at the other person, but when they get in power, then they say, but the other person was doing it too. When we continue to do this, our life will remain in the condition that it is in. Liberia is going to 200 years. We still get serious problem. So those are some of the things. We should not be killing one another for political party sentiment. We should look at what is right and put the right people in government.
Okay.
So thank you very much, and many thanks to our callers.
Thank you, Mr. Reese. Hope to catch you next time.
Thank you and good night. Be we are abrida bidanyo same nkwa mo ambe be ake wuru man na ke be ake be ada bidabro ka ke nya nyue be ya ke chiche or say political party nyo be any mue jungene party o de si isle wa ye nyue ni benga babul intwa ke aymo nyo ba ke de srenyi nyu wo de bada bira gie o junge ase pule be nga ke bring ke ayida bira o mu anyi panga ayida bira pro kontini be asese monyu be adabira bro ke podu monyi be ke nya be asese fe be ke mo zain so be suo bamba be ke nyo ru na ke boto mawe ka be wada ntomo kojo roda ke omo npa basarmo back on Reese amon ji abebe bo ki onwe be wiawo.
Okay, thank you very much. This is how we love to go home on the night and Spain. We return this evening from 10 to 1 a.m. with another firing edition. I'm Thomas Rolla. I'll catch you in the morning, 6 o'clock. Bye bye. The